What's up guys? You guys voted, so happy that more people are responding. Anyway, welcome to the $500 budget PC build for the month of June 2017. So last month's budget was $400 and you might be wondering what can an extra $100 possibly give you?
An extra boost in gaming performance!
About a 30 to 40% increase in 1080p gaming and average a good 60 plus FPS in 1440p. So that's pretty much the difference. And there might be some bottlenecking issues which I'll be discussing at the end of this video. Voting poll by the way, so I have two voting polls in this video, which is next month's budget and my next keyboard review. Let's get it! The prices of the parts this time are from DynaQuest PC and PC Hub, and for everyone outside the Philippines, you can find some good deals on Newegg. So starting off with the CPU, we have the Intel Pentium G4560 for $2890, which is probably the best budget CPU right now. I guess I don't need an introduction for this one, as this is pretty much every budget gamer CPU right now. For the motherboard, we have the MSI H110M Pro VH Plus for $3100. So nothing really special about this motherboard except for the Pro VH Plus part. A pretty basic motherboard that will get the job done, that supports up to an i7 Kaby Lake or Skylake, 2 DIMM slots for up to 32 gigs of DDR4 memory, which is probably more than you'll ever need, and 4 SATA 3 ports, which should be enough for the storage that you need. For the graphics card, wahaha, this is the best part. We have the Galax GTX 1063GB variant for just $8980 at PC Hub. I can safely say this is probably the best bang for your buck graphics card right now. So you can pretty much expect great performance at 1080p and 1440p max settings well above 60 FPS. Nothing else to say about this card. For memory, we have a single 8GB stick of G.Skill Aegis DDR4 clock at 2400MHz for $3050. So if you feel that you need to upgrade to 16 gigs of RAM, then that's an easy upgrade in the future. For storage, we have the Western Digital Blue 1TB hard drive for $2350. Now originally I wanted to put a 120GB SSD for this build, but considering that this is a budget build, then some of you might not be able to buy a hard drive immediately if the SSD runs out of space. But if your budget allows it, then by all means get an SSD, as it is completely worth it. So powering all this is the Seasonic S12 to 520W 80 plus bronze power supply for $2780 at PC Hub. So you shouldn't have any problems when upgrading in the future to an i7 and GTX 1080. And housing all this is the Thermaltake Versa H15 for just $1850, which is a fairly good looking case to be honest. So all in all, rounding our total cost to 25,000 pesos or $500 US exactly. Well, that's a first. And that's gonna do it. So regarding the bottlenecking issue I mentioned earlier, the G4560 won't be able to handle all the frames the 1060 is putting out considering you're playing in 1080p, but should eliminate some of that if you play in 1440p. Another option is to get an i5-7500 if your budget allows it, which should eliminate most of the bottlenecking. And just to enlighten you guys, bottlenecking is not something you can eliminate completely, which I'll be talking about in a future video. So I hope this helped you guys out. Leave a like, share, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. As always, bookmark and use my Lazada affiliate link when buying at Lazada as a way to support my channel. Don't worry, as it won't have any additional charges to your purchase. It just gives me a small kickback every time you use my link when buying at Lazada. And if you don't mind donating at all, I'll also leave the link to my Patreon in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.